girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now.
Throw a rock into a pond, ripples fade away. Human hearts aren't so lucky, those battle scars remain. Oh, I can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. Can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Ripples fade away. Human hearts aren't so lucky, those battle scars remain. Oh, I can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. Can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da da.
others around, don't get caught in the mosh pit. Fuel to the fire, ain't nobody can stop it. Trouble in my city, but you know I'm across it. Got a 40 on my hip and I'm liable to spark it. Throw down these hits, my click is indivisible. I aim, you duck, I squeeze, now you invisible. I'm not afraid of getting physical. All these different chemicals are fogging up my visuals. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners.
Welcome back, guys. It's the first day of our semifinals of the Velocity series. Here today, we have a packed match, man. I can't tell you how excited I am, man. Virgil, I mean, how excited are you, man? These two teams are so good at what they do. It's just a joy watching them play.
Yep. I mean, semi-finals, dude. We've come this far. It's going to be epic. I don't care which teams are playing today, but these teams have come this far into the entire thing, beating out. We had 32 teams, and now we have 4 left. That is just insane and insane, man, mad insane. Like these teams have been like on the top of their game to be here today, and today's games are going to be best of 3. So it's gonna be a long one, and I hope we see like, oh, I don't know, we already have the first 3 maps set. We have Oregon, we have Cafe, and Clubhouse. So the first map we're gonna start off is Oregon right off the bat, and it's gonna be Heat versus Saw. Heat on, I guess, attack, and Saw on defense, right? So it's gonna be I'm amped, dude, because it's guaranteed at this point that this game is going to be epic, no matter what.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Team Saw, they have come up so strong, man. They have shown us such a strong that they're such a strong contender, you know. But today is a different day altogether, you know. Today it's a best of 3. It's not about how good you are on one map. It's about how good you are throughout the series. You have to be patient. You have to have a long game. You need to have the stamina to continue around for the best of 3. This is where everything it's a make or break thing, right? Because most teams will be the good teams on a first or second map, but then again, you have to go through all 3 maps in case of an overtime. But man, is it going to be an exciting one altogether?
And this is what really matters, because even in the previous tournaments, we saw like it was all knockouts, right? So you if you lose out. But here, even if you lose the first game, you still have a chance to bring it back. And the enemy team, although they have a map advantage, doesn't quite mean they've won. So you want to be it's like you won the first game, you still want to perform. You cannot slack off. You slack off, you lose, dude. I mean, so I think we are ready, guys. Once again, if you guys are watching, if you guys like what you see, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I mean, our sub goal for today is once again 300, guys. Get us there, get us those 3 digits. It really helps us, and we promise to bring you more content just like this. And we are ready, I guess. Team Heat versus Team Saw, map Oregon. Let's go, man.
Let's go, dude. On to the game we go. Team Heat will be on attack with Team Saw on defense. But who's gonna prevail? Who's gonna be the team that comes out on top? Both the teams have been really strong throughout their own brackets. Both the teams have been a joy to watch, and both the teams have bought out games and bought back games from a losing deficit. But now, I mean, good teams going up against each other. This is what you want to see. This is the semifinal, and it's an exciting one that we are starting off with. Virgil, place your bets. Who do you think is gonna win?
The way I've seen Team Heat play and Saw play, I can't really put money on today, because like both teams, I'm on the fence with both teams, dude. Like both these teams are really good. And I have like most people would go with Saw, right? And I also am leaning a little bit towards Saw, but let's see, man. Team Heat, Lord Bane and the others, man, these guys have been absolute monsters. So come on, I don't even know who to stick with this time. I absolutely have no clue.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, dude, the bands are pretty much the common bands, but the Monty sneaking in the band this time. But hey, like you said, man, I'm really not sure who to place my bets either, but I'm gonna lean on the ends of Team Saw, I guess. But I mean, it's still a long game. It still goes on who can come out on top. I don't know, man. Team Saw, I think they might be able to pull this one out the back, you know?
even if they I want this to go to the third map, and if it does, it's going to be interesting. But I at least hope that we get a 1-1 score line on the first two maps, so that we do end up seeing the third map. It's like the third is the overtime map, so I do want it to go there. I mean, if it ends early, it's kind of not spicy enough. I mean, I want this to be
Yeah, true.
I
I mean,
want
yeah,
it to be
definitely.
a spicy game. And right off the bat, we have two critical operators lost. Like, really smart ban, I would say, on the Wamai dude. Like, I'd say utility wise, he's more efficient than Jaeger at this point because of the recent Jaeger nerfs. And uh, however, we do have, I think it was no skill running a Jaeger, so we are covered on that point. But either way, let's just run it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, dude, it's not Jaeger is not just about his utility, man. It's just about the kind of comfort that he brings on to the
Yep.
player. You know, it's just about the comfort that Jaeger mains feel when they have that gun in their hand.
Yep.
I mean, even with all the nerfs, even with all the changes coming on to Jaeger, taking away his consecutive charges for the ADSs. I mean, yeah, technically you can see it as a buff because the ADS just doesn't get destroyed anymore. It doesn't get expanded. It only gets disabled for 10 seconds. But it's the comfort, like I've been saying over and over again. It's the comfort that the Jaeger mains feel when they're playing Jaeger. And that's what makes Jaeger such a formidable enemy to deal with. And that gun, man, it's the only assault rifle on the defenders, and it does so much damage. It has such a good fire rate. I mean, yeah. What can you say about Jaeger, man? Doesn't matter how much you nerf Jaeger, he's still
Yep.
gonna be on top
I
of that
think
big lobby.
he's just like I think one day I'm gonna see Jaeger become the new Thatcher, because right now it's what's going on with Thatcher. Like, since the game was developed with a core gameplay being revolving around these OG 20 operators that we had, and the game still revolves around that same aspect. That is why I think we see Thatcher banned so often. He's so in the meta. It's been 5 years and he's still there. So is Jaeger. So someday I'm pretty sure we're gonna see, him being in the ban meta, where you see Jaeger go off the ban every match.
Yeah, I mean,
Once
definitely,
he
you
get-
definitely do see some of the players, I mean, ban Jaeger. But then again, Hellboy with the shotgun takes away AMS, and that's such a crucial pick because that's the ace taken right off the
Yeah.
bat. And it's just
No
the
more
minute in,
breaches.
no more hard breaches for them. They only have a Maverick, but then again, it'll take so long to breach out through the Maverick that it's not gonna be useful for
Yep.
them.
Yep, I think the Nomad is down as well. Calculated is injured, and there's the kill confirmed. Takes away Cypher. Play love with a double, dude. Now I'm definitely leaning towards Team Saw, man. First impressions, oof, too strong for me to deny, dude. That was just out of the blue. I didn't even see where it happened, but I just saw AMST go down, Calculated and Cypher go down at the same time. But there's Lord Bane with 2 kills. I think he took away Hellboy and Play Love. They're gone.
Yeah, no,
So
it was
it's a
Eagle Eye
case
as well. Both Eagle Eye and Lord Bane with
All right.
one kills each other. They bring down the numbers, but it's still a 2-1-3 and a minute on the clock. They still have a lot of time, but they don't really have a lot of utility to be playing around with. Hulky
Yep.
with the smoke, he can deny the plan for so long, man. And Nanny with the C4 can just end the game right here, right now. So
Yep.
it just goes to see how they wanna push in. I mean, at this point, most of the aggression is coming throughout the big window. But then again, we did see the Ash rotate up to White, and then she's trying to push up White stairs. Is there anyone playing there? No, there isn't. But they must be aware of it. They are aware of it. Lord Bane takes a lot of damage, but still holding on, still pushing up White.
Yep. Chances are Lord Bane might just be able to get in, but I'm really worried if he can get the plant down, because time is running out. He's on low HP, and putting down the plant is going to be a very, very critical, will be a critical point, because he needs to be covered as well.
I mean,
And there it is. There it is. Team Saw covering up their tracks and getting the first round victory to themselves. It is quite I'd say Oregon is quite defender sided, but then again, the execution, especially on that C4, dude, was amazing.
yeah, that C4 was the make or break of this round, man. That C4 with those two operators down and
Yep.
both the hard breaches down. Yeah, they really
Down,
didn't
yep.
have anywhere else to push through other than the big window or White stairs. I mean, yeah, they could have tried to push on through Trophy, but that side was pretty much covered, and it's a death box if you just walk into Attic at that point.
Yep. And the fact that, like you said, dude, they lost both hard breachers first pick itself. So that is bad. That is like all of your utility lost instantly. Both hard breachers gone, no breaching in, and that's why I think Team Saw took it, man. They had the entire side control for themselves. They had the whole space comfortably to rotate, to move inside, and there was no way of the Team Heat to actually go in.
Yeah, I mean, the first round was a pretty definitive round. Team Saw playing it very well, not giving them the. I mean, and you can see it as well. As soon as they got the numbers advantage, they were not overextending, they were not over peaking, they were playing close to sight. They wanted that. They wanted that round. They knew that that round was pretty much in the bag. All they had to do was let the clock run its course and let the attackers peek onto them instead of them peeking to the crosshairs of the attackers.
Let's see if Team Heat can bring back the score to their advantage.
Play love with a very aggressive run out. I mean, not Kaid isn't the operator you want to run out with, but then again, he tried and he's back. He's safe, so I mean, it worked if it works, right?
If it works. So let's see. You can see Lord Bane pushing in onto construction. He is trying to take away. I mean, if you can take a few spurts, few picks as the Ash, that's your job. So if he does manage to get that away, I'm pretty sure if he can get that shield away that you just saw,
I mean,
it would be
yeah,
very
surprising.
critical.
They are not holding into construction, but then again, the first engagement comes in. Lord Bane doesn't really land all of his shots, but then again, that was aided by the shield.
Aided by
The
the
Kaid
shield,
was just sitting by the shield, not taking any damage. Hellboy running away with his life. Then it's surprising to me that I mean, I never really in this kind of lobbies, I never really see them giving away construction so easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like they're not even holding it. Yeah, they really aren't. They're just playing for denial.
Yeah. They are playing for denial, and I think what they really plan on doing is doing an efficient retake. And there goes Calculated. He's dead. You can see, I think Cypher is dead as well. Lord Bane is gone. 5v2 in an instant. No skill with a double takes away AMST as well. And it's just Eagle Eyes. And he's a goner as well. Team Saw once again. Flawless execution, dude. That was insane. Like the execution with the body
Definitely.
started.
I mean, the first bodies fell apart. I mean, Nanny with those 2 entry frags. I mean, those 2 kills, that pretty much stopped the hatch from being open. And then the Jaeger just runs up, guns the enemies down, or whatever was left of those enemies, because that round was already in the bag, my guy.
Yep, and once the bodies started falling, they fell hard, dude. Like one after the other. It was just like dominoes falling right off the bat. Nicely done, man. I'm very, very impressed with the performance of Team Saw. Even though it's very, very early on to make judgments. I mean, we can see. I mean, Team Heat is no joke, dude. I am not going to undersell these guys. These guys have been doing amazing. It's been their matches were hella entertaining to watch. Previous games immense, and they have made comebacks. So I'm not gonna undersell them either. But right now, Team Saw really, really selling it.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see the guys, man. They're playing so comfortably. They're just so confident in the gunfights that they're taking, and they're letting their roamers do their job. They are not holding it extensively. They're pretty much playing close to side, but that is what's working for them.
Yep.
They're letting the attackers run into their crossfires. It's a really nice strat, and they're holding. And the shots, man, they're just landing their bullets left and right.
Moose Gaming, welcome to the stream, my guy. Disturbed and JD Loft, you guys, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys like what you see, help us share this, because it really helps. You know, it's like we all are trying to just stem from something. It's very minimalistic at this point, but if we want to grow, we're gonna need your help, and you guys are it. The players, the audience. That's it. That's all the support we have, and that is all the support we need to grow. So if you guys actually like watching this, do share and like the video and enjoy the stream, obviously. There goes first kill. Lord Bane off the bat takes away Hellboy, already dead. This time Lord Bane nicely taking it, but that's an odd kill from I don't know who that was. But there's Lord Bane taking away Play Love is gone as well. It's a 5v1, and Team Heat is really taking the advantage right now, but Hulky there takes away, I think, the Iana. Eagle Eye is gone. But I think the
Yeah,
plant
I mean,
will go off.
the advantage clearly coming out on the side of Team E. They really rushed into the side. They really took the advantage. They really are pushing in right now. And as we speak, plant is going down. The plant will be successful. Hulky rotating up above, checking all of his corners, thinking that there might be someone hiding above, holding it for a retake. But little does he know that everyone's all the way down below.
Yep. I think one guy is in attic. He does not hear him. Calculated turns around in the last moment. I'm pretty sure he should have heard him, but then he didn't. So whatever.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, but at this point, this round is pretty much done for me. There's 3 enemies left, and you're not gonna go through the 3 enemies with the UMP. And as I said, Lord Bane comes up on the flank and takes down whatever was left of Hulky, and that'll be round 3, going in the favor of the attackers.
Yep. First game for the attackers, nicely done. I'd say this is looking promising. I hope we do end up seeing the third map. I want to see chat predictions, guys. Who do you think is going to win the first map? I want to know if you guys think this is actually going into the third map, which is also has a 50-50 chance at this point. So let's see. Awesome. Welcome to the stream. AMST going with a Ying this time, so there's only one hard breacher this time. It's only Cypher, so you don't really wanna give that away. You don't wanna die early on.
True. I think at this point they're just gonna try and, flash through the big window. It should be a big window take. I mean, if you see the Ying spawn, she did spawn up in Junkyard, so that actually, it does indicate that she might want to rush in through the big window, but then again, it also depends on where his teammates are positioned. That rush doesn't really pan out all that well, given the fact that the defenders can just sit out back inside, play with the C4s or with smokes. But you can try it out if you want to. So at this point, it's still the early game. If you really want to try out something, now is the time, because once the enemies or anyone gets the advantage, that is not when you want to try anything out. All you want to do is hang on to your strats and pray that they work out for your favor.
Yep. Plus the fact that they are running a Goyo, plus they have enough wall denial to hold on. They have a Kaid on their team as well, and there's a smoke as well. So if you just barge in without droning, if you don't have the adequate information, just barging in by chugging flashes down the line, not the best strat. But let's see what happens.
It also, I also want to see how they want to expend the utility on the side of the defenders, because, if they're just flashing and running in, all it takes is for the Goyo or the smoke to just pop a smoke, and that's it.
Yep.
That's it for the attackers. And like as I said, no skill on the flank takes away calculated. No more nomad traps, and
and there's
again no skill goes. Oh, he just downs his teammate.
Downed his teammate.
Nanny on very low HP, dude. Nanny's on very low HP. That should not have happened. But then again, seeing as though that he's playing from below, he just might want to go on and play for the C4. But Lord Bane on the flank, being drawn into sight.
Yep. You can see there's somebody up top, really close to Lord Bane. Let's see if they do manage to get a kill. Lord Bane trying to take somebody out from below. Let's see if he is successful. He does see him. I think he did hit. No, I don't think any hits
they did keep on. They are trying to trade close, but then again, there's no damage coming on either side of the match. But no skill flanks up, takes away whatever was left of Lord Bane. So that's the Ash down on your end. Lord, dude, no skill, just having a blast, man. He's just running around doing all Jaeger things, and we were just talking about that. Give the Jaeger mains the Jaeger, and just watch them run around the map and gun you down. There's definitely some raging bombs on the side of Team Heat now, but what can you do? It's the Jaeger running around to his advantage.
And the fact that he has
with a drone. AMSC with a drone right behind the smoke. Does he know the nades coming out? This Hellboy is down. Beautiful execution from the side of Team Heat. That's the kind of team play that we want. That's the kind of team play that they should be working on, because that is what's going to lend them the round if it's ever going to do so. 40 seconds on the clock. They really need to be going in, trying to get the plan down, but there are still 3 defenders remaining, and the smoke canister pops out, denies the run in through the big window. I mean, yeah, that's taking away a lot of time, man. That is chipping away a lot of time. Hulky does get flash and he doesn't manage to throw out his smoke. He keeps on flash. He gets flashed again. Cypher running in, taking away Playlup. It's all onto the smoke and the Goyo. But then again, smoke gets taken down. It's all onto the Goyo. He gets one. Will he get the second? The Ying is still sticking the plant. All he has to do is throw in a C4 and that C4 will get him. And that's the round for Team Saw. Beautiful execution from the Goyo of Nani.
Yeah. And even though he was so low on HP, I think picking him back up, not confirming the kill from no skill really paid off. Like that was so critical. And I'm really like to point out the fact that no skills roam game is so on point, dude. He is doing the best work right now. I am so impressed with his gameplay.
I mean, that's what you want from a roamer, right? You need to be running around, wasting as much time as you can, and then land a couple of kills if you're able to. But it looks like no skill is just doing all of the above, man. He's just checking out all the boxes. He's wasting time. He's getting kills. He's back to side for his team. So I mean, but then again, they also almost bought it back. You know, that was such a beautiful team play coming up from the Ying and Cypher. That nade was such a beautifully cooked nade.
The nade,
I mean, specifically if there was a bit more time left, the Ying might have been able to stop the plant and go for the kills. But yeah, the clock was running out, and they really didn't have much time to playing with.
You can see Nani going with a Echo this time. Is it a shotgun Echo though? Is Echo running a shotgun though? I think he is. I'm surprised to see the fact that he's running with a bearing 9 right now. I think he's running a shotgun. Plus you have Hulky and Hellboy both using shotguns. So mostly I think the only person roaming will be no skill once again. We are not going to see a Goyo. But Echo drones, although nerfed at this point, once again, quite the utility gadget, you know. It does really get the job done. I mean, info collection at least is on point, dude.
True. And Hulky barely manages to stay alive, but like as I say, that some very quick trades coming on from both the teams. But then again, advantage on the side of Team Saw. The shield finally falls down. He'll no longer be able to play behind the shield. I think he's gonna go for the reinforce. That's a smart play. Yep, he definitely goes for reinforce. Side control is still in the hand of Team Saw. And they really lost both their hard breaches. Virgil, have you noticed that? There are no more hard breaches. The walls are gonna stay intact. The walls are not gonna come off. Playlove swinging left and right, trying to get anything. He spots the head of the Nomad. Does he manage to take it out? Nope, not yet. They both trade a couple of blows, but Andy worse for the wear in case.
But even though they have like, even though Playlove is dead, there's Hellboy, and it's just down onto the Nomad. And Nomad is not much of an you know, operator that you can just 1v, you know, 1v3, 1v2 clutch, because her utility is, you know, mostly post plant scenarios and, you know, run out denials. That's all she's useful for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, the utility you can talk. Yeah, we can debate that the utility is not the best one for clutching, but she can. If she's able to isolate the enemies, she can take them up apart one by one, because the Nomad traps are gonna give away the position of the flankers. But that gun, that ARX, is such a beautiful gun. Doesn't really have much recoil, doesn't really have much kickback to it. All you need to do is just pull the trigger, and it's a headshot machine. And as I said, a calculated takes down Hulky, just a sliver of HP, and Nani coming out so close, taking away the whatever was left of the Nomad. I mean, he even, you can see that he even tripped on the Nomad trap. I mean, if it were a bit more closer towards the doorway, he might have tripped it even before he was able to flank him. But that was just a bad positioning of the Nomad trap. I mean, what can you do? It has a radius. You need to be aware of the kind of radius that it does, and the way that it gets triggered. But it was, nonetheless, it was such a good try from Calculated.
Once again, Team Saw dominating the scoreline right now. The margin increasing every single round. And I think right now Team Heat needs to like at least get another round into their pocket before the swap happens.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, they really do need one. But this being a defender-sided map, even if they do get one more round, I'd say it still favors the attackers, because as soon as the split comes in, they're gonna be on defense, and Team Saw is gonna be on attack. But the way Team Saw has been playing, man, I don't see them,
Camera feed up
I mean,
and
faulting
Losing.
much on attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
but then again, side swap does things to players. I mean, it also is about how the players are comfortable in playing the game. Some people are just comfortable defending, some are just comfortable attacking.
Attacking.
But as it seems, Team Heat is just not too hot on attack today.
Yep. Let's see. I mean, we still have another map to go, but you do want to take the first map. Like, it really, really gives you a breathing room. I mean, even if you manage to lose the second map, doesn't matter. You go to overtime, right? So, let's see. I mean, I hope Team Heat can bring it back, but right now, Team Saw absolutely taking massive advantage of the map right now. And it's been, I mean, the last round was pretty close, right? It was a
Yeah,
1-1
definitely.
situation, so close, and in the end, somehow the Nomad lost and the Echo came out on top. So that is just, I would say, tough luck, dude. I think the air jab just didn't work out for her, and that was it.
I'd say that the Nomad was completely blind on the on the air jab, thinking that that's gonna pop off as soon as he swings out of the cabinet, but that was not the case. It was placed a bit towards closer to the bomb instead of being placed closer to the doorway. So that was just unlucky, I guess.
That's
But
how you
here's
pointed it out.
definitely here's the kicker though. If you realize, Team Saw was the one who picked Oregon, and they're not doing really hot on it right now.
Yep. I mean, we can only tell after we see them attack, right?
Yeah, definitely. I apologize. It was Team Heat that picked up Oregon, not Team Saw. I mean,
Okay.
Team Saw is doing phenomenal right now, but then again, it was Team Heat that picked Oregon.
Oregon, yep. And let's see, man. We're gonna see them defend next round, so we can only tell after that round happens. And no skill gets AMST. Wow. Once again, Breachers dying so early in the game, dude. That's heavy hitters onto your team. You don't want to be losing the Heart Breachers so early on in the game. The Nomad just rushing in there, but just gets bagged. I don't even know who bagged her, but Eagle Eyes bagged her. But then,
Yeah,
nice
I mean,
try, though.
he definitely got crossfired from two angles,
Crossfire,
man.
yeah.
You can see that he went in for the Nomad kill, but then again, there was Ash all the way behind. You can see Calculator is on a sliver of HP, man. Even a shock is gonna kill him from if they have bandit or
Yeah.
Kai. Yeah, even Kai's shock is gonna down him.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a 2v5 advantage on the side of Team Heat. And yeah, I'd like to point it out that this was the side that they managed to take away the previous round leader. The 1 point that you see on Team Heat's side
Yeah.
was from this very defender-sided map.
Yep.
So-
And the fact that air jabs have gone off, it's going to be a difficult retake, even if they try. Like, there goes the first air jab, but there's another. You always take care of one air jab and you forget about the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the Nomad wasn't aware because she thought that AJ was gonna get him. Man, Calculator is just getting baited all the time by his own Nomad traps. I mean, I'm not sure if you noticed it, but Hulky just shot the Nomad air jab as he walked up.
And there goes Nanny with a double kill, takes away. But I think Lord Bane just shut him down, right? It's a 1v1 onto Hulky. It's Hulky versus Lord Bane. I want to see chat tell me who's going to win. They're going off at it right now. Plant is off. Hulky doesn't have much time, but let's see. He has it down, dude. Off it goes. And once again, Team Saw coming out on top, dude. It's a 5-1 score at this point, and Team Saw just 2 rounds away from taking the first map already. This is very one-sided. I don't want to say this, but right now Team Saw is making it look very, very one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at the end, even the Ash had the advantage with her gun as well, it being the better gun. The UMP is highly regarded as one of the worst guns in the game, and the R4C is the better gun. But, I mean, at that point, it's not the gun, it's about the person who's wielding the gun, right?
Yep. And I think we are going to continue the game without a member on Team Heat. Team Heat on defense right now, but they're not complaining, so we're just gonna go ahead with that. You can see Lord Bane with the Jaeger. This guy, I have not seen him play any other operator except for the Ash and the Jaeger. He doesn't care. He is good with those two, and he's gonna get the job done with those two.
He's gonna stick to his operators. I mean, you can see that he's a hardcore Ash Jaeger.
Yep.
And as we speak, Slifer has returned, but sadly not in time for him to be able to pick an operator. But then again, he can stay in cams and I'm sorry, Cypher didn't return, but then he left
He
the game
left,
three
so it's
on
a three
five.
on five. I'm pretty, and Team Heat still not calling in for a pause or a rehost, so we're just gonna stick with it. I mean, if you're fine with that, you're fine with
It's
it,
up
right?
to you. You're the one who has to call it. But then if you're fine with playing, I mean, we've seen Ferrum Esports, right? They have these connections left and right, but they were confident enough to take it. They really
Yep.
didn't even call in for a rehost. I mean, we were trying to get them to call in for a rehost or a pause, but they were just, I mean, they didn't even care, man. They just wanted to go through and plow through the enemies.
Yep.
I mean,
And that is definitely on the advantage. Like they were winning. They had so many rounds in their pocket. They didn't even care, dude, because they were winning. But right now you can see Team Heat is not the one who's winning, and you don't want to start off the game where the round swap has happened and you finally have the advantage. And Nani with the first kill, Lord Bane already gone. It's a 2v5 at this point.
I mean, that's not what you want to be seeing, right? Nanny taking away, rushing in with the F2, taking away first hit. But then again, soon after, gets dropped by Eagle Eye, playing the Melusi top of main stairs. But
Yeah.
he gets traded out soon enough. It's all on
Oof.
to the Kaid. He managed
Nice.
to take one pick. Will he be able to take the last three? Nope, he
Nope.
won't be, because Playlove just rushes in and takes the head of the Kaid.
Yep, that's a goner. Team Saw really making it look easy, man. And right now, I'm just gonna go out there and say it, man. This map is pretty much done for.
Done for, yeah. Okay, so
Okay, we're gonna go
on
for a
bit.
pause, and that's because I'm pretty sure it was pretty. I was like I said, man, I was pretty surprised they didn't call for a pause when they lost the first member. Even after the second member they lost, they didn't call on for a pause. That is quite weird. I mean, if I was losing, I would definitely call in for a pause or a rehearse. But we have Cypher back in the game, so it's a 4v5 at this point. We're gonna wait for the fifth member maybe, but let's see. Let's talk about the picks first right now. What do you think is gonna happen if we continue this game in a 4v5 format? Do you think Team Heat does have a chance of coming back, or is it Saw taking the first map?
I mean, at this point, it's pretty much a battle of morals, you know. And I can tell you right now that Team Saw's morale is just off the counter, man. These guys are having fun. You can see that the way that Nani was just rushed in with the previous round. You know that he's confident. You know that he wants to take those fights and he wants to take those challenges. And you realize that they really didn't want to give them any sort of advantage, because they saw that it's a 3v5. They knew that as soon as they attack, as soon as they can, they can take the round in the bag. So that is what they did, and they were all close to each other. So even if they did manage to lose one or two players like here and there was always someone playing right behind him and ready for the refrag, and that is what they did. That's why the round ended so quickly, because you saw that the Kaid did pick up and get the, I mean, I forgot who it was. I think it was Sophia, but he got traded out soon enough by the Maestro. I mean, by the Maverick.
Yep. Once again, Shubham Bakshi and Myth Games, welcome to the stream, guys. Burning Ashes, welcome to the stream. If you guys like what you see, share it, get it done. Easy Boy, I think this guy was from Flash Gaming, right? It's great that you're watching, man. Thank you so much for joining us in good spirit. We enjoy all the appreciation we get, and Team Heat still working on with the fifth member on their team, figuring out if they should continue or you know wait for the fifth member. I mean, you definitely want the fifth member at this point, because right now the look at the scoreline, dude. It's 6-1.
When I was talking to Hulky before the match started, they said that they were in a hurry, but I mean, yeah, dude, they definitely look like these guys are in a hurry. They really want to end the match as soon as possible. I mean, it's not a 7-0, then 7-1, I guess, for them, you know?
Yep, and the fact
that is what they're aiming for. That is what they want.
Yep. Calculated has returned, and we're going to go off with the game. I hope Team Heat brings it back. I mean, I wouldn't want to lose the map that they pick themselves. Like you said, Oregon was their pick, right? And right now the opposition is quite right now dominating the game, and if it's your map pick, you don't want to lose like this, like to a score like this. You don't want to lose as a 7-1 or a whatnot, right? You at least want it to go to a little bit of a narrow margin, a narrower scoreline. This is quite the gap.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I mean, at this point, I think they're gonna try and rush out as well because they can see
Yeah.
the Ying from Nani. That's a nice quick pick, quick six pick onto the Ying from the Twitch. Although Twitch has the better gun, but Ying is just an annoying operator to play against. And if you're a defender, you really don't want to be playing against the Ying. I mean, and a little fact though, if you didn't know, you
Yeah.
can shoot Ying's Candela charges before they pop
Deploy,
open
yep.
and start exploding.
Yep.
So when the ball is rolling towards you, if you have like godlike aim, you
Insane,
can
yep.
definitely shoot the ball and it will not go off.
Yeah. Once again, I'd like to tell chat that if you guys are at each other, fighting it out in the chat, dude, that is the only thing that I'm gonna, give more priority than this game right now, because chat greater than the players, dude. Always. Chat always at the top, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Dude. I mean, you want to see the hype in chat, you want to see the players enjoying themselves as well.
Yep.
But as we talk about it, this is the match point. Scoreline
Match point,
1-6 in favor of Team Saw. I mean, I really want to know what kind of an attack they're gonna try and pull out. Will it be a big tower take or a much standard one, or will it just be a rush with no strats involved whatsoever?
Yep. You can see once again, no skill running the Ash. I'm pretty sure he's up to take on some kills, and the fact that they are climbing onto big tower, they are gonna go for the addict take, and like this is match points, so you at least want to get to, even if you lose, dude, right now it looks like Team Heat is going to lose the first game, but the fact that you want to lose it to a narrower margin, like it does tire the other team. If you get narrow the gap and make them play a few more games, narrow tires the other team, and takes away a little bit of morale. Whatever morale advantage they have right now is going to be lost in the next game. You don't want to give them such a wide gap margin. This will make them feel like it's so much easier. They're just gonna dominate in the next game as well.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely ride on the adrenaline rush, right? You definitely ride on the adrenaline dip. But like as I said, no skill barging in, taking away what was left of Eagle Eye, and the Goyo was dropped out by the Maverick, who pushed in.
Yep.
Cypher taking engagements on low HP.
Whew. Cypher there and Lord Bane, they're taking down Nanny and Hellboy. Gone. No skill, still alive, but so low on HP. Not much left. Playlove and Hulky still there, but AMST and Cypher are all that's left. And I think one bomb site is already lost. No, it isn't, but you don't want to do that early. And AMST is down, and so is Cypher, and that's it, guys. Team Saw for the first game, Oregon. That's a wrap. We are moving on into the next game, dude. Team Saw for the win. Let's go. Wow. I am not disappointed. I am disappointed with the fact that Team Heat didn't narrow the margin, but the fact that Team Saw won so elegantly, dude, that's impressive.
Yeah, you can. I mean, definitely, dude. These guys are gonna be riding on that adrenaline train all throughout the next match as well.
Yeah.
Unless Team Heat has to say something about it and bring on the heat on the side of Team Saw.
Yep.
But I mean, looking at the match, the way the match had been playing out, the way the match did play out the previous match, I mean, you saw Team Heat, you saw the way that they were playing, you saw that those guys were hungry for the frags. And like I said, dude, Hulky said that he's on a rush. And these guys are in a rush, man. 7-1 on Oregon against Team Heat. That is no joke. These guys are both the teams are such good teams, but I guess one or the other team has to come out on top, right? So Team Saw was the team that came out on top, but that was just the first map. We still have 2 more maps.
Yep, 2 more maps, and if you, my guy, just go to the chat and take a look. Oh my God, people are going at it. It's brutal. This match, whatever happened, dude, Team Saw dominating all the way. I get it, but right now, chat is just killing each other with words, dude.
Definitely, dude. But I definitely am gonna ask the chat to keep it PG.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, there's definitely some other people watching as well. They might also not be of age, so I just ask you to keep it PG. But then again, you guys can have fun, do whatever you want. I mean, it's your chat to begin with, right?
Yep. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone who's watching. If you guys like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe. Get us those numbers. Our sub goal today is 300. If you can get us there, much love, appreciate it. We're gonna make sure if both teams are ready for the next game. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the next game. Go get your refreshments. We'll go take a pee break as well, and after that, we're just to go, dude. That's it. 5 minutes. Don't be late. That's it.
Yeah,
At 6
I mean,
p.m.
it
we'll
might
start.
honestly just be sooner as well. 5 minutes
Yep.
is just something that we are saying. It
Yep.
could very well just be
Yep.
2 minutes. You never
Yep,
know.
5 minutes stops, and make sure you're here by 6 because we're gonna go off with it right away. The next map is Cafe, and I'm hoping Team Heat does get it. But we should remember, I think Team Saw got the next map pick, right? So Cafe is
Yeah.
their pick, and the way Team Saw dominated in the first game, dude, if they manage to do the same in the second game, it's pretty much over. No third map, and it's gonna be a short stream for tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely. Yeah,
So-
Team Heat. But then again, Team Heat will be on attack with Team Saw on defense next map. So you know what? Go take that break. Come
Yep.
back soon.
Yep. I think somebody said on chat that I looked cool. I don't even I don't know how to say it. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or that was a
Hey,
dig
I mean,
at
he
me.
said you look cool, right? Looking
Yeah.
cool is always a compliment. You gotta take that compliment
Yeah,
first.
I'm gonna take the compliment. Thank you so much, Burning Ashes. I'll remember that. Okay, guys, we are going off on a break right now, and we'll be back in 5 minutes tops. So make sure you don't go, don't turn off the stream, stay here, and wait for the next game.
Welcome back, guys. It's map 2 of the first semifinals. I mean, that was an exciting match. The first map, although it was short, but hey, man, Team Saw just dominated throughout the match, dude. It was Oregon. Team Saw won with a scoreline of 1-7. But this is map 2. We are going back to Cafe Dostoevsky. Virgil, my man,
Yep.
how are you doing?
I'm good. Hoping Team Heat brings it back. Like, I don't want it to end this quickly. At least touch the third map. I mean, I don't care who wins or loses in the third game, but I at least wanted to go to the third game. At
Yeah.
least we're gonna see it, right? I mean, like semifinals, the best of three. We're gonna have only 3 games, best of three. That is today, tomorrow, and day after. And if we don't see an overtime, it took a long while in the qualifiers and the group stages and the quarterfinals to actually touch an overtime game, right? So
Yeah, I mean, we only saw an overtime in the last day of the groups, right?
Yep.
And that was such an exciting overtime, dude.
yeah,
We played all the 15 rounds that the best of ones allow us.
yeah,
I mean, regardless of who won the map, I mean, that was such an exciting map, and I'm pretty sure the chat enjoyed that much as we did casting.
yep. So hopefully that I don't care who wins in the third game. I'm on both teams this time. I want Team Heat to bring it back. I want Team Saw to win. I want Team Heat. So I'm not gonna put my money. No betting today. But the fact that I want to see a third game at least, let's make that happen. So I think, yeah, both teams ready. Cafe. The map is Cafe. I want to apologize to chat if you guys are having any technical issues from our side, like mic leaks, audio leaks, or whatever. We'd like to apologize, and we'll work on that. Try and fix it as soon as possible. But for right now, the game is ready. Let's go.
I mean, it's Cafe Dostoevsky. We go back
Yep.
to Mother Russia. The motherland speaks. We
Yep.
are back in
Yep.
Cafe.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, another defender-sided map,
Map.
but then again, last time, I mean, you never know, right? I mean,
Yep.
just the way the players play the game, it can be a defender-sided map or it can be an attacker-sided map.
Yep.
But the bans coming out, Virgil.
Yeah.
Predict
First
the
off-
bans, my man.
First off, Thatcher. I'm gonna call a Mira ban as well, and the last one, I'd say for attack, I'm expecting a I don't know, a Nomad or a I don't know, man. I'm on the fence with that one, but I'm definitely hoping to see a Mira ban on this one. I don't want a Mira and a Wamai or a Jaeger ban, of course.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those have been the standard bans, right? But
Yep.
they have been a standard ban for a very good reason.
Yep.
But Team Saw, for the first time in the series, banning out Capital.
Yep. Capita is a first time ban.
Yeah, I mean,
for
yeah,
us,
definitely. I mean,
guess.
there are places where you can't chuck nades in and you
Yep.
can't chuck in your flashes, but that's where Capital comes into play. You can those balls will just reach everywhere, man. And the way that the fire just spreads across the map and
Yep.
those asphyxiating balls, see that those do a lot of damage, and the defender can't be playing behind those like they used to.
Yep. And there it is. I called it, bro. Mira ban in Cafe. You don't want Mira in Cafe, dude. Any of the sites you have a Mira, it's so much pain you have to deal with. So much. So yeah, she just cancels you out, bro. If you can't get rid of that Mira wall, dude, there is no point trying to push it. There is no way you're getting past it. It's not happening. This time, I hope Team Heat is on defense first. You can see Lord Bane is going with a Castle Pick instead, and you have a Jaeger, Valkyrie, Melusi, a lot of utility for Team Heat to begin with. So I'm expecting them to bring it back. Yep, on it, and I think
Definitely. I mean, yeah. But then again, if you look at the side of Team Saw, they really don't want roamers, man. They just want to cancel out roamers. The Nomad coming out. I mean, those things have been so annoying to deal with
Yeah.
as a roamer. So you really want. But then again, it's such good utility for the attackers. It
Yep.
can cut off flanks. I mean, if you've been playing this game long, you know that there are some common flank routes, and any defender would wanna pick those rounds, right? Because not only are those shorter for you to rotate through, but they provide you the best odds of winning your gunfight. I mean, and those will be the ones that get cut off by the Nomad traps.
Yep. Awesome says my mic echoes on your mic. So that is a weird problem that we're gonna have to work on. Just bear with us, guys. If we'll work on it on the third map, hope it doesn't happen once again. It's really difficult for the fact that usually when you host a game like this, when you're streaming a game like this, you want to do it from one place. That fixes a lot of problems. But when you have different people, restricted in their homes, everybody's doing their work from home, so it is really, really difficult to get this up and running. But we hope you guys are at least
Enjoying the stream.
enjoying the stream, and bear with
And,
us.
yeah.
We will definitely work on these problems and get it sorted as fast as possible.
Yeah, and hopefully the echo is not too distracting because you really want to be focusing on the game. Lord
What?
Pain gets the first kill because no skill just misses that on the drone. I mean, I think there was a teammate droning him, but that's such a common place for a defender to be playing. How could you have not droned that Lord Pain with the first kill on the castle? I mean, even as a castle, this guy is just roaming, man.
Yeah, and oh my god, I don't know who droned it, but oh my man, whoever droned did poorly because the way it looked on my side, like I was watching Castle, right? And the ash just dropped right in front of him. That was just like throwing food, a bone onto a dog, like easy meat for you, dude.
Not just that, he does a lot of damage to the IQ as well, but manages to take away Hellboy. Dude, that's a lot of utility wasted on the sides of
Gone.
Team Saw. 3 and 5 advantage, Team Heat.
Yep. Khati Streams, welcome to the stream, bro. I'm not sure. He's asking what is the next tournament gonna be. We're still working on figuring out a proper game pick that we want to do for the next tournament. We're not sure. We have so many. We want to do so many, dude. Even want to do MOBA games like Dota and League of Legends. I mean, so many players. They're ready to play. But then again, what are we gonna do, man? We'll see. We'll do a poll and we'll do what the chat wants, right? Tell us what you guys want.
Definitely. That's why, follow us on our show so that PixelScope Entertainment. That's where the polls are gonna happen. That's where you're gonna be able to decide what tournament do you want to play next.
And if you didn't participate this time, I definitely hope you guys do join us in the next one. Oh,
But
play
I
love
mean,
there.
Virgil, look at that scoreline. It's only 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and Play Love has a mountain to conquer right now. Not only does he have 4 enemies, but all the walls are still intact. All the switch
Diffuser,
denials,
he
all the
doesn't
entry
even have
denials
the
are
diffuser.
still intact as well. And being the nomad, he doesn't really have much utility other than those flashes and the air jabs to play around. But he also manages to flash himself. I mean,
Yep.
hey, if you can't see them, they can't see you either, right?
Yeah. I think at this point he's not even trying to go for the plan. He's just trying to take away a few people, at best maybe get a few kills, and just hold it off. Let's see if he can. And he does. The Wamai is not the Wamai, the castle is gone. And the first round for Team Heat. Team Heat nicely pulling it off. I'd say at least from the way the last game worked out, I'm assuming this is going to work out for them.
I mean, definitely, these guys are turning the tides. Last time around, it was Team Saw who was dominating. I mean, and if this round was any indication, it would be Team Heat on the domination train.
Yep. Once again, and yeah, Awesome says full aggression by Ash. Yep, that's what I saw. Like I saw, it was so bad. Like and no skill. The one who was dominating, from Team Saw, right? He was the guy with the highest frags, I think, and the way he just jumped on from Skylight, dude, that looks so so weird.
I mean, dude, if you look at it, the Ash just barely flopped onto the
Yep,
side.
yep. That's what happened, and I was so surprised. I was like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm pretty sure he relied on, like you said, somebody else droning in for him,
Yeah,
and whoever
definitely.
didn't quite look.
Yeah, usually you do have the Ash being droned in by his teammate, and yeah, sometimes the misdroning does happen because I'm pretty sure Lord Bane wasn't making any sounds, and at it being a basement defense, I think they didn't really expect the castle of all the operators to be playing on top. So yeah, I mean, things happen. That was the first round. It was a pretty one-sided and pretty well played run on the side of Team Heat. But here we are. This is round to beginning on. I mean, we have a clash pick for some reason from AMFC.
which is
But
very,
yeah,
very
definitely. Let's
weird.
see how this. I mean, yeah, I think they're gonna be using the clash to its advantage in piano, seeing as though they can. I mean, there's only a couple of windows and a doorway that the attackers can come into from.
Yep. And the fact that she is annoying to deal with. I mean, and not the conventional way. There's no conventional way of dealing with her. I mean, there it is. You can melee her and then, you know, just pick her feet off. But even that might not work for you every time, right? It might just
Yeah,
be
I
very,
mean,
very different.
True, you really don't want to be in a 1vx situation with any kind of heals, be it Monte, be it a clash. I mean, especially a clash, you know, you can't really be doing much if you're. I mean, if you're getting zapped constantly, and if you're on low HP, man, that's not just makes it worse for you.
Yep. Once again, we have calculated leave the game early, and it's a 4v5 Lord Bane with a little bit of HP lost, and you can see Team Saw is definitely going to take advantage of this. And you want to take advantage of this, and it's not the clash lost. I don't know who it was. I think it was the Goyo. The Goyo has disconnected, so there are one man down, dude. Doesn't matter who it was, one man down.
There are one man down, there one C4 down as well,
Yeah.
much importantly. I mean, that gun is a good gun, but in a distance that it won't do much damage. It's only a mid to close range gun, if you want to say. But it's a it's a C4 gun, which is a much better utility. And like I said, dude, the Clash and Jaeger playing together, like I said, there's always a guy playing behind the Clash. But he gets picked off with beautiful shots coming out from Nanny, takes away Lord Bane inside of bathroom. 3v4 advantage on the side of Team Heat. I mean, if they really want to take her on, this is where they do it, man. They have a disconnection. They have the numbers advantage to begin with. Now is when they push the trigger. Now is when they push. Because this advantage will not last for another round.
Yeah. But I think right now, Team Saw really trying to take assuming piano control. Let's see, but I think Hulky has managed to take down Eagle Eye. Melusi is dead. It's just the Clash and the Smoke way away from each other, and the Clash tries to do that 360. Ain't gonna work out for her. Smoke misses it, dude. Misses it. Gets taken down. No skill there. Shuts him down, and Team Saw bringing it back, equalizing the score already, coming off really strong. They are not waiting for this. Like, they are not slow, dude. These guys want to wrap it up fast, and you can see it in their gameplay, dude. No hesitation.
I mean, as soon as the Smoke missed the shots on Dash, I realized that, man, that's over. That's gone for the Dash, because no skill is just not gonna miss his shots.
Yeah.
You've seen the way that he's been playing. You've seen the shots that he's been hitting. Him and Nanny, dude. These guys have been hitting those crucial shots, taking away the enemies, taking away the defenders, playing in precarious positions, holding down to the sides.
Yep. We're going for a pause once again because we have one man disconnected from Team Heat, and once again, I think it's calculated, right?
Yeah, it is calculated.
I hope Cypher doesn't disconnect this time as well, because you don't want to keep on disconnecting. I mean, this is one of the most annoying things. One of the annoying things that we are, as Rainbow Six players, are just gonna have to deal with, like this.
Yeah, there is gonna be disconnections, right? There's gonna be disconnections. There's gonna be rehost. I mean, at this point, I think it's just better off that we are always prepared for there to be a rehost and disconnections.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's you're lucky, dude. If you're very lucky if you're doing a tournament and there are no rehosts. Which, I mean, let's be frank here, that never happens.
That never happens, yep. And the fact that we have so many other issues in the game itself, like I think I think it'll be a year since Rainbow Six announced the replay feature that they were gonna introduce in the game. It's still not here. And it has taken them considerable time to refine this game.
Definitely, but yeah, I mean, you also have to factor in that most of the devs of the game have been working from home. I mean, it's been
a tough year for everyone.
Yeah, it's a tough year. It's not the same thing working from home or working. I mean, if you're working from an office, you're much more in close proximity with your colleagues. I mean, it's just the fact that you're working in office. It just brings in that vibe, you know. If you want to say that word, you know, it just brings in the vibe that you're together, you're working. It makes you more productive because as soon as you're stuck with something, you can just ask your teammate, you know, ask the guy that is on your team or your managers. But being at home, yeah, you definitely can, but I mean, you have to go through so many other processes before being able to do that.
Yep.
So I mean, but nonetheless, props to the team for, I mean, bringing the game to the level that we see it to. Then massive props to them for adding this pause feature,
That
without
is true.
which we would have been in so much trouble by now.
Yep. I mean, without the pause feature, there would have to be a confirmed rehost every time somebody disconnects.
And I mean, players know, man. I mean, our Siege players know how long it is and how tedious it is to rehost a lobby for 10 people.
Yep, it is quite annoying. I mean, so many problems with this game, and we're still here, man. So let's go. I think Calculated is back, and we're going back into the game. 1-1 scoreline. Team Saw already equalizing it. Like, they were like, nope, you're not going to take this round away. Like, they were like, nope, no overtime for you, no advantage for you guys. That's it. This is my round now, and they just took it away so easily, dude. I didn't even expect it to happen, and the aggression from these guys, dude, just this is the kind of aggression I would like to see in a finals game. And this
Definitely.
is right now.
Here's the thing, right? But then again, Calculated was playing, I think it was the Clash, or was it no? I forgot who the Clash was. But then again, it was AMST. Yes, I remember now. It was AMST.
Yeah.
The fact is, a Clash is a really good operator when it comes to team play, because all alone, Clash honestly doesn't bring any kind of utility to the team. She doesn't really have the best gun. She doesn't really have the best utility, because I mean, she can really be knifed and be shot dead, and that is what Ash did, right? She got to close proximity, she knifed him, and she, I mean, easily got the kill onto the Clash, because the Clash can't do anything other than keep her shield out. Because that is her primary gadget. I mean, most people did not know the shield in Clash is her primary gadget, and the guns and all that you see her running are the secondaries. So, I mean, yeah, you definitely need someone playing behind the shield. You definitely need someone to be calling out the enemies, because that's the defenders, other than not the Clash, that has to be taking the gunfight. It's the defenders that need to be taking the gunfight instead of the Clash. They did manage to do it. Lord Bane did manage to get one kill, but then again, he rotated back and was boxed inside of the bathroom, and Nani just landed a really good shot on him.
There's Bane with the first kill, takes away, no skill is gone. That's the Ash loss. Nobody to take the first 94 for Team Saw. But let's see, I think I want to point out the fact that the hatch above trains, the piano hatch, is soft and easy for the taking. There is Cypher, I think, playing nearby piano, but that's not enough, dude. That's not enough.
But then again, if you know that there's a guy playing behind, you really just won't be pushing him willy-nilly, right? You really need to be droning in. I mean, and that consumes a lot of time. And for most of the times, as we've seen, time management is what's hindering the attackers. But as we say, that Nani just gets the hatch that you were talking about and takes away the Melusi.
Yep, that's it. I'm pretty sure they are regretting that decision to keep the hatch soft, because like I said, Melusi died through the hatch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, the hatch was soft. I think they ran out of reinforcements, I'm pretty sure, because of the extended roam that they're doing on Pillar's side. I mean, yeah, those two reinforcements did go on the wall of red stairs, but I mean, you have to hold on. I mean, they were relying on Cypher being able to hold on to Piano for as long as they can so that he can rotate. But I'm pretty sure the call came out that he had given up. I mean, he had given up Piano. So I mean, I don't know what to say about that. No, Nani takes away Lord Bane. I mean, Lord Bane was not in a good position, man. There were bullets flying in from every single direction.
I think Cypher and AMST are both on the top floor, right? Yep, they're holding, and there's just Calculated down there on site. I'm pretty sure Team Saw can go in, and there's Nani with a triple takeaway. AMST is also gone. Rushing in, reading room, doors open. Let's see if they can pull it off. Plant is going down as we speak. Cypher there takes away Hulky. Calculated there takes away Hellboy, but Nani there.
Cypher with the crucial kills on the defenders. He got the planter. The plant stopped as soon as he killed the planter, and there was not enough time. The sledge was in reading. He would try to rotate, but then again the clock runs out, and like I said, time management is hindering the attackers.
Yep, and that I would say Team Heat got very, very lucky. Like they were losing the gunfights, but the fact that there was no time, the moment I think it was calculated, he was the castle, right? So when he got the defender, the one who was putting down the diffuser, it was pretty much over.
Yeah,
No
but no,
matter.
it was, yeah, definitely, dude. You were definitely correct on that one. But here's the thing: this round does fall a bit because I mean it went south
Yeah.
because Team Saw failed to drone it out. They needed to know that there was two enemies, two defenders playing upstairs, and there was only one downstairs. If they had they droned it out, they could have gone for plant much sooner, and they
Earlier.
would have had the chance to go for a replant.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They opted not to drone. I mean, yeah, I think they weren't really expecting two people to be playing above for that long. I mean, for that long. But I mean, what can you do? It is how they decided to play. I mean, that was an extended roam game. You saw the way that they were roaming, so you should have expected it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you live and you learn, right? This time around, they're not gonna be that. I mean, they're not gonna be droning out that poorly. I mean, they need to be upping out their drone.
And Nanny really good job on those roam on that roam tier there. He took away everyone. Lord Bane, then Cypher, the Goyo as well. Everyone just gone poof. So that was impressive. But too slow apparently because they took a lot of time. Plan didn't go down as planned, I guess. Didn't work out, and once again Team Heat has the advantage. If this team, I mean, apparently this is some inside information, but I'm just gonna say this, that Team Saw is on the clock. Like they have other plans and they want to end this game quickly. But right now, if Team Heat does manage to get this map in their pocket, this is gonna be a long game. AMST is dead. Nanny gets the first kill.
Nanny has been on point, man. You
On
can
point,
see
yeah.
it. He has been on point, man. He's hitting those shots. He's taking away the rumors. He's been doing his job. All you need to
Yep.
do is drone the man in. I mean, it's honestly Nanny and No Skill. These two guys have been playing together from the last match on. These guys have been driving their team towards the win, and they have been a major factor in how they have won. Lord
Oh.
Bane makes an impact goal in order to see below, but
Yeah, but loses
Lil does it.
HP.
But
That's
yeah,
it,
I was about to say that, man. I mean, that was too close to your own feet, you know.
Yeah, and losing HP is not something you want to do right off the bat. Like, there is no rook in your team as well. You don't really have any armor to begin with. No skill there with the second kill. Takes away Calculated is a goner as well. You can see Melusi and Lord Bane are on top. There's just one guy sitting on site, and maybe this time they're not going to make the same mistake and go for the plant early on. You don't want to do that 30-second meta thing because it's not going to work out every time.
Eagle Eye gets dropped by No Skill, so does Lord. It's all up to Lord Bane and Cypher. Lord Bane with double on his end, a triple on his end, guns down. All the three guns on Nanny as well. He's down, but does he realize that? Lord Bane on a sliver of HP, but so is No Skill on such low HP. They know where Lord Bane is playing. They can just go on for the plant now, but the diffuser is dropped by Bakery. It's a race against the clock. It's a 30-second meta that you were talking about because he knows the diffuser is dropped. He's guarding the diffuser. He knows someone's coming in from the window, and then gets a beautiful headshot onto the Ash. It's all onto Hellboy. He is on full HP, and he managed to take out Lord Bane a valiant try from the vigil of Lord Bane, but he, on such low HP, he would not be able to do much against Sophia.
Yep, that's it. That's it, my man, for Team Heat. So hard. They were so close on the getting, and especially on Lord Bane, taking away those kills. Sneaky and so efficiently done, but yet to look, everything fall apart because he was so low on HP, not enough to take it for his team. I'm pretty sure right now the other members on Team Heat really need to pick that up because you can see, if you look at the scoreline, Lord Bane is on the top of his game, but there's more than he's just one guy pulling it off. But if you look at Team Saw, you can see most of the players have balanced score lines, while you can see Nanny and No Skill doing exceptional work as the fraggers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those guys are the fraggers, right? Boarding utility, they are going to be relying on the kills. They're not that concerned about burning out the utility or using the utility to their fullest. All they are concerned about is spearheading inside the map and getting down those bodies of the defenders down. That is their job. and Nanny playing on that Jackal is gonna help aid them in doing that so much. I mean, that's a pretty smart pick if I'm coming in from Nanny. You saw that while when they were defending Reading Room, you saw the way that they were roaming. They were all over the map. There was such an extended roam game from there, and that's when the Jackal is gonna prove to be so fruitful. You want the Jackal, you wanna know where the enemies are, you bring out the Jackal. Even if you don't really need to ping out the enemies either. You can, I mean, a good Jackal player will just be able to trace him through the footsteps, and I mean, if you turn on your gadget, you'll know that there's been a player close by. You know that there's been a player. If you'll know if there's no one close by. So I mean, that's the kind of utility that Jackal brings. I mean, if you're going for an extensive roam clear, Jackal is your guy.
Jackal is it, exactly. And it's Nanny losing HP to Lord Bane, I guess. It was Lord Bane who pre-fired, and he has lost quite a lot of HP. Once again, Lord Bane sneaking around in third floor bar. I mean, I hope no skill doesn't just drop down from the skylight like last time.
I mean, definitely, he's not gonna do that, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get burned. But at this point, I'm pretty sure that he got the vigil is being tracked. I'm not sure who is because that is not shown to us.
Yep.
But I'd assume it's the I would assume it's the vigil. But he has his gadget on. But if you know that vigil, if he turns his gadget on, he is no longer visible.
Yep. That is true, but let's see if these guys can capitalize. I mean, time is there's a lot of time on the clock, but you would at least want to get, at least the 2F control right about now, because you would want to push on the basing on the fact that the site is bakery. So you would want to take contest at least, second floor control.
I mean, now. As of now, you should be able to isolate the roamers, know where they are. Lord Bane being tracked again, and finally gets dropped by Nanny himself. Nanny on very low HP, but AMX also manages to take away Hulky. No skill takes away Eagle Eye, so no more running around for the alibi. It's a 3v3, a minute left on the clock. I mean, there's still a lot of time for the execution, but they need to be quick about it. There's no more room for mistakes. They really need to be rushing in. They really need to be isolating the enemies, and they really need to get working on getting the plant down. 30-second metas won't work because there's 2 C4s on the side of Team Heat.
And you really want to clear up those hatches first. You want to know where the defenders are positioned in order to take care of it. If you really want to put the plan down, you're gonna have to know where the defenders are. But Nanny there takes away calculated. It's a 2v3. Heat losing members by the minute. There's not much time left. Let's see.
Valkyrie's position given out by her pre-fire. AMSD is known. His position given out. He loses a bit of his HP, but the plant also goes down. But AMSD manages to pull it out and get the kill. It's all on to no skill. He's on low HP. I mean, he still has a lot of HP, but does he manage to get away? He runs out of bullets. That gun only has 8 bullets on prone. What is happening? This gunfight is not something that you should be seeing right now. But Ash finally managed to take out Cypher. But would you look at that? The time ran out and no more time left on to get the plant down. That is another run going on the side of the defenders of Team Heat.
Yep, Kovos, my man, welcome to the stream. This is the semifinals. If answering a question, we are in the first semifinal game. We have one more for tomorrow, and we have the finals the day after. And since we are at the semifinal stage, we are, following the best of 3 game format. So we are at map 2. We already have Team Saw with the first map, and hoping to see Team Heat take away map 2 so we can progress on to map 3, because if they don't, it's over. Team Saw for the win, and that's it. But right now, Team Heat does have 3 rounds to their name. It's a 3-2 scoreline, hoping Team Heat gets the win. But Team Heat, I'd like to point out the fact that Team Heat is winning, but very close by a very close margin. Like even last round, it turned into a 1v1 situation, and the fact that Team Saw didn't have the time on their hands to land down the plan, and that is just inefficiency on the part of Team Saw. I mean, if they can get that fixed, if they are a little quicker, droning out their opponents a little faster, taking side control a little faster, I'm pretty sure Team Saw can get it done.
5 seconds to insertion.
But I mean, it is Cafe, right? So a
Yeah.
4-2 split would still favor the attackers, which is
Yeah.
Team Saw right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Team Heat really needs this round in the bag. They really want to have that advantage. They really want to have all the advantages they can get, seeing as though they're already a map down.
Yep. Let's see, this is the last round for Team Heat on defense, and we're gonna see a round swap after this. Hoping, I'm pretty sure Team Saw is gonna take massive advantage of that, dude. Like I'm feeling it, dude. Like Team Saw, it doesn't really want to take this to overtime, dude. Like they said, even when the lobby, we were on a break, like these guys were talking to each other, and I saw somebody type out that there's not gonna be an overtime for you.
Yeah.
And that came in from somebody on Team Saw, so they don't really want to drag this out. They want to end this
Yeah.
quick. And there's
But
Lord Bane.
Bane has something else to say about that, because he takes away two of their attackers. He takes away Hellboy and no skill, no more soft reach for you. I mean, there is still a sledge remaining on, but he's on such low HP. Nanny managed to take away one with the grenade, but
Grenade kill.
lot of damage done to Team
Done
Saw,
to
man.
Team
They really
Saw,
don't have
man.
much to be playing on.
Yep, 3 team members already lost. Nanny with a sliver of HP left, and Hulky, the only guy remaining with full HP. There's 4 members on Team Heat with full HP, dude, and there's so much time to lose. Like, there's so much time on the clock, right? When you have so much time on the clock, you want to have all 5 team members left. Like, right now, it's just the defenders hunting for you this whole time. You're gonna have to wriggle and slither out, you know, basically play hide and seek with the defenders in order to get the plan down or pick them off one by one. It's gonna be a very, very difficult game for you.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Nanny get spotted by the camera. I mean, ANS is still playing above. I think Nanny was trying to clear that out, but he gets spotted by the camera, and floorboards beneath him started breaking because the castle pulled out his shotgun and tried taking.
Oh, that is over for Team Saw. And that's it. Lord Bane with the 3rd takes away Hulky, and that's it. Team Heat finally taking advantage of whatever advantage they could. And right now they have 4 rounds to themselves. It's a 4-2 scoreline. I hope they can at least bring it back on attack, but right now Team Saw can easily turn this around. They have 2 rounds for themselves. That's pretty good. I'd say only 2 rounds behind, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd still give the edge to Team Saw. I mean,
Yeah.
they are on defense right now.
Yep.
So, but if you look at the scoreline, if you look at the way that Team Heat has been playing, I mean, you can see that these guys have bought it back. These guys want to go back. These guys have bought the morale that they lost in previous matches.
Yep.
So, I really don't want to be placing any bets, but I'm still leaning towards Team Saw, this being a defender-sided map, and a 4-2 scoreline isn't really,
Defenders, protect your bombs
unseen
being
before.
defused by
So
attackers.
Yep. And you can see the fact that this time we're gonna see a maestro play from Hulky. You can tell how devastating it is, and annoying, hella annoying when you know you just took control of a site, you just stumped down a hatch, or you're just inside the site and you're putting the plant down, and there's the maestro cam just zapping your life away. You turn around, the camera looks away, you put down the plant again, and there's the camera zapping you one more time. Those laser cams, annoying as hell. Indestructible without a melee, that is, I'd say, too powerful.
yeah,
In the right hand,
and you also have to keep in mind that those things do a lot of damage, man. Even if
Yep.
you're a full HP attacker, you can't be putting down the plant.
Yeah.
With that Master Cam zapping you for all the 7 seconds
Yeah,
of the
you're-
plant going down, because you're gonna be losing 70 HP, man. Yeah.
Yep, and you're gonna have to let go. I mean, if you let go, you're not putting the plant down once again. It is impossible. You're just gonna die anyway. And dying by a maestro cam is humiliating. It is I would say, one of the most, like, dying to a breach charge or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is on the meme ways you can die. I can say that. But let's look at how the attackers want to take control. I mean, yeah, they are going for a pretty much default thing, getting on the hatches, getting all the trying to get the piano control. But the defenders are holding piano, like you would say. They're also holding on to cigar as long as they can because they really don't want to give the attackers any ground whatsoever.
Yeah,
Bomb
Lord
located
Bane
by
is
attackers.
already in on the red stairs, dropped down from the red stairs hatch. You can see, I think it's Eagle Eyes rappelling just outside a window. Let's see if Playlove can hold on to it. He is playing behind the shield, nicely positioned, pretty standard defense coming up. The point is how long he can hold on to piano. That's it. There's a lot of time left. It's 1 minute 40 seconds still left on the clock, and you don't want to lose control of piano this early into the game. This gives, if lost, it's going to give immense time for execution on Team Heat's end. Eagle Eye with the first skill takes away. No skill is gone. No more Jaeger on the map doing his job. I mean, that is the Jaeger is one of the few operators who has more utility alive because his gadget is not the point of having Jaeger really. The point is to have Jaeger in the game doing his job. A good Jaeger main getting the job done, right?
Yeah, I mean, but he does get taken out. So does Cypher. So
Cypher
no
is
more
dead
of
as well.
those nades, you know. And
Yep.
his hammer would have come really handy in taking out those mesh again. But they also would not be placed in such an easier position. C4 coming out from Nanny. Will he manage
And
to get the
that's
kill?
it.
He does. That is
Does.
all for Eagle Eye. No more Zofia concussion mines or impact nades. And I mean, and just like that. Another C4
Another
coming out from
C4.
Playlove, taking away Lord Bane. I mean, those C4 plays, man, they are strong. That is what
So
I was
strong.
wanting. That is what I wanted to see from Team
Yeah.
Heat. But they were mostly taking gunfights, not
Yeah.
Team Saw, man. They are much more methodical. They know that they can get a free kill, so why even challenge for it, right?
Oh my god, the execution to the Maestro cam placement right there. AMST knew there's no way he's going to put down the plant. It's just impossible. The camera's right there if he can't take out the cam. And the C4 dude, as soon as he placed the C4, he threw the C4. I knew it was gonna land. I saw the other guy right on top of it. It was so beautiful that I knew the C4 was coming on. And on top of that, we got a double C4 kill, dude. We got another one.
Yeah, I mean that is the C4. I mean, you want to be playing C4 on that map, you know, because if you've given up piano control, the only way to regain any sort of advantage in piano is through the C4s.
Yep.
I mean, because most of the floorboard is breakable, and I mean, although given the fact that the attackers really would not be standing there for much longer, but in this case, they had the cams, they had the intel being fed to them, and I mean, those yellow pings were coming out, and it was just a matter of clicking G, my guy, and that was what net them 3 kills.
Yep. This
Defenders,
time we
protect
have
your
Nani
bombs
with the
from being defused by
disconnection.
attackers.
Let's see. I mean, we're gonna go with the round anyway. There's no way pausing the game mid. So we're just gonna continue. It's a 5v4. Team Saw with one man down, but I'm pretty sure the way things are going and Team Saw right off the bat, round swap on defense, dude, they are coming off strong. And I think Team Saw right now might just take away the round once again. No skill and Hellboy calling in for a rehost.
10 seconds left.
Yep, I think we're gonna go for a rehost.
Yeah, we are gonna go for. I mean, they are within regulation. They are within 10 seconds of. I mean, before the prep phases ended. So yeah, the rehost is gonna come out. I mean, you're gonna see our faces again. I mean, not that I want you to see my face again, but look at that. We're gonna be on the internet again, and you're gonna see our faces.
Changing mags.
Okay, then. Virgil, what do you think of the match that has been happening so far?
Looks
Thoughts on
like
it?
Team Saw is going to really. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. At this point, I really think that Team Saw is going to bring it. That's it. This is looking very one-sided, man. The way these guys are executing it right now, Team Heat does have the advantage, but nah, we have recorded the score, so you can go for a rehost, no problem. We're gonna see a rehost. We remember the score is at a 5-3. Team Heat is
Yeah.
on the lead right now.
Definitely. I mean, it's better off if we just pull up the break screen and then get
Yep.
the map. I mean, get the rehost up as soon as possible because that is what the viewers want to see. They really don't want to see us
Yep.
ramble on for nothing. Yeah. So we're not actually going for a break, guys. We're actually getting a rehost in. So don't leave. We're still here. But the on a break screen is just gonna come up in real.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it out. Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never
Whatever. Let's go. Okay, guys. I think host once again. I'd like to remind everyone that it's a 4-3 scoreline. We are at round 8. The site is Bakery. Team Heat leading right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was an unfortunate rehost, but then again,
Yep.
we had to go for it because one of the players did get disconnected and he couldn't
Yep.
join back.
Yep. I
So,
hope it doesn't happen again, though. Once again, the site is gonna be kitchen, and we're going to see the same operator picks. Yep, we're gonna see. From chat, we have a few questions though. Which headphones Caster's wearing? Gear info, please.
I'm wearing a G231 from Logitech.
Yep, and I'm wearing a peasant's headphone. This is a Red Gear something, whatever this is. I don't know what it is.
I mean, if you guys want to get this, it's actually not bad, you know. I've been using it for like a long time now.
Yep.
But going back, yeah, you
Yeah.
were saying?
For coming onto the fact that our ISPs in India are so trash. No matter how
Yeah.
many good headphones you get, the ISP issue will not help
Attackers
you.
need to locate.
Yeah,
Because your
definitely.
ping is so shit. Most of the time, no matter how good your sound is, you're not gonna win, and that is the sad, tragic story of every Rainbow Six Siege player here in India.
Yeah, but I mean, apart from that, we still have a match on the line. We still have a match going on right now.
Yep.
Team Heat versus Team Saw going at it, man.
Add it.
Team Heat currently leading with Team Saw. Just not a lot, but just
Not a lot.
around behind, you know.
Just behind. I mean, if they get this round for themselves, it's an equalizer already.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that and coming out from Team Saw, that is what you want because,
Yep.
like I said, they were in a hurry. And you can
Yep.
see Team Saw, they are bringing out the shield meta, man. They want those shields.
Yep.
You have 2 on Goyo and 1 on the smoke. Though that's 3 shields that you
Yep.
have to deal with before you can even try and attempt to go for a plant.
Yep, and the fact that they have, extremely efficient picks this time. They have a kite to secure the hatches. They have Goyo for the shields. You have a Jaeger take care of the, incoming projectiles. You have Nanny with the Valkyrie taking care of all of that information. And there's a smoke for the plant denial, dude. Almost efficient operator picks, dude. So, I mean, for example, on the other side though of for Team Heat, you can see there's only one hard breacher on the team. So if AMST goes down first, that's over. Lord Bane there takes away no skill though, so no more Jaeger, he's dead. But then the Ash has been denied as well. Nanny there takes away Lord Bane, and the score manpower is now equal. Nanny with a double takes away Cypher as well. Not looking good for Team Heat right now. They have lost the sledge and the Ash gone.
Nanny
Most of the
at
soft
that
breach
point,
power is
dude,
gone.
that guy was just running away with murder. He dropped
Yep.
2 bodies up there and he just skedaddled away from
Mad.
side. He knows that staying around for much longer would not be wise, and he just drops back onto side.
Yep.
And I mean, the Jackal can track him all he wants, but he's all the way down below. No one's gonna come and push him down. And those tracks are only gonna last for so long.
You can see, thank you, my man. Big shout out to the crew that's working with us right now. My man Blackout Hayes just pointed out all the gear info that you guys asked for in the chat. It's right down. Hope that helps. And big shout out to all the team members that are working with us right here, right now, helping us put this thing together. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Rogue Bay. Big shout out to Ham and the rest as well, doing their jobs, getting this show on the road, bro.
And Nanny doing his job, taking away whatever was left of
AMST is gone, right?
I mean, you can see, yeah, AMST is gone. That was their only hard feature. They don't have any more hard features. It's all up to Eagle Eye and Calculated. Calculated now bringing up, instead of the ARX, he chooses to go for the AK. I mean, he wants those extra bullets instead of that extra recoil control, you know?
Yep.
He does have a hollow on it. I mean, that doesn't really make any sort of a difference. But you could see the way the Valk was playing, right? You saw
Yep.
her inside
Very,
of
very
code check.
efficient.
That was a pixel peek onto AMS. I mean, I'm not sure AMS was expecting the Valk to be peeking out of that pixel. But regardless of whatever he thought, she was peeking that and she got the kill. There's still a player playing on top of New Hatch. There's still like, I think I'm pretty sure at this point Calculated is not gonna go for it.
Yep.
Play Love, he still managed to get away Eagle Eye. It's all on Calculated as he takes out Nanny.
Yep.
He's on 25 HP or something near about that. But he has 3 enemies to take away and now second left on the clock. He's not gonna get this win for the
Yep.
team. And the defenders of Team Saw bring it back to an equalizer. That's a 4-4 scoreline. It's anyone's game right now, man.
Yep.
It's such a close one. They're doing so well, both the teams. Props,
Yep.
massive props to both the teams, man.
Right now, I'd say Team Saw is taking the cake, dude. Like, they already have map 1 2 themselves, and they have equalized the score on map 2, man.
Yeah.
Like, if Team Heat needs to win, I mean, if they win, it's gonna be by a very, very narrow margin. Not the kind of scoreline we saw in the first map. It was so freaking one sided, and this one's there's no gap right now. It's an equalizer. We might just see Team Saw close this off way early and just progress onto the finals bracket, dude. These guys are
Yeah.
solidifying their position into the finals bracket as we speak with every passing round.
Attackers need to locate and
True.
defuse bombs.
That is very accurately put. But here is the thing. The last game that Team Heat managed to bring back was against Team APX. And it was such a close game, man.
Yeah, it was a close game.
Yeah, that was one of those nail biters that we thought was gonna go up towards the overtime, but it was not. That match did not go to an overtime, sadly. But regardless of that, Team Heat has been putting on a strong show, starting from the group stages up until the semi-finals of our PixelScope Velocity Series tournament.
Yep. I hope once again to chat if you guys enjoy what you guys see. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Every single one of you here on chat who are typing, participating, even watching this tournament. If you watched it for 10 minutes, I don't care. If you guys watched it, that's enough. I mean, we're just a bunch of local guys trying to do something, and we appreciate whatever engagement we get, whatever love we get from the people around us. So thank you so much for participating. As a community, we really appreciate the fact that in India we have people playing Rainbow Six or any other game for that matter. We really appreciate all the players. Thank you so much for joining us. If you guys want us to do this more often, make sure you help us get there, because we're only grow if you guys help us to grow. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, the community here in India is such a strong community with so many players, man. And we're just trying to do our bit in helping out this community grow even more. I mean, guys, these teams, man, you can see these guys have been playing together for so long. These guys have been trying their best to take the game further and further ahead. So, I mean, yeah, the least you guys can do is support us in carrying out this forward. Because the more games we get, the more support we get, there'll be more tournaments, there'll be bigger tournaments in the future coming up. I mean, and we are going to come back, dude. It's not like this is the one and done kind of thing. We will be here. We are around. We have been around for like 4 years now.
Yeah. And the fact that it's like we said, man, it's a series, bro. There's gonna be more. So you're gonna see more of this eventually. So don't worry about that. But the thing is, you guys control the aspect and the flow of growth that we are going to get. The pace at which we'll grow depends on you. Look at Lord Bane, by the way. Coming back to the game, this guy just popped 2 right off the bat, 3 immediately off the bat. Hellboy, play
you
love.
can see
no
the
skill
Jaeger
comp.
was trying to run away, scatter away, but he did not manage to peek on the right side, and that would be it for him because Lord Bane just took him down.
Yep.
You can see Lord Bane pinging out, start a plan to start the diffuser going on, but his team's not down here yet. Go for a plan. Hulky moving on to laundry room, hoping to catch someone off the flank, just hoping to see someone off the rotate. But then again, he just decided to go up white stairs, hoping to get. There's a nade falling onto his side, but there's not much he can do because Cypher is already there holding an angle. He even had a nade. I think he was trying to get the shield off, but he managed to catch the alibi instead.
Once again, Team Heat also not letting go of these games. I'm impressed that Team Heat is still with the lead. These guys are not gonna let this match go, and I want them to drag it onto the third map. Harishankar Dasgupta says, proud of y'all crew OP. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you.
Yeah, a big thanks to the team members. Big thanks to the guys who are watching.
Yeah, and chat, I want to ask you guys, do y'all see this game going to the third map? The third map, as discussed, was gonna be Clubhouse. I mean, I like Clubhouse, dude. I want to say, like, Clubhouse, although after the rework, is quite a close quarter map. Like, the rework really made the basement
Yeah.
extension, everything is reworked, and
Yep.
it looks better. But the fact that the map is still very, very close quarters, it's very, very cramped, especially on the third floor. It's very cramped, no space for much of the rotations. Those are cut off. You have very few options. You're gonna have to stick very close in order to take the gunfight.
I mean, yeah. If you look back at the way Clubhouse used to be, you'd never play on CCTV, right? That side was unplayable with one hatch being taken out, and that hatch, mind you, was soft, and there was no way that the defenders could reinforce that hatch. Once that hatch was done for, once the walls were done for, I mean, there was no way you can play, and there was no rotates between those sides either. You had to run out. You had to come into the gunfight. You had to come into line of sight of the attackers.
Yes.
So yeah. I mean, one single redoing of the map, and now look at that. CCTV is the most played site. It is the default site. Going from a site that was never played to a site that is a default now.
Yep. It is.
That's I mean, yeah, that definitely speaks words. That definitely speaks volume on the amount of research that has been put on into the game. The dev team has been working hard, man.
Yeah, and the fact that I think we did not have that construction room extension that we have right near logistics. There's a wall that we can just breach onto and enter construction right from outside, which mind you want to keep denied for the attackers. And I think that the rework on some, I'd say Ubisoft really doesn't hit the rework very well on all the maps, but on some of them, like the Hereford one was a pretty sad one to see. I mean, the first one so beautiful, the second one ruined it. But the rework on Clubhouse, dude, it's majestic. It's very, very beautiful. Nanny there takes away, coming back to the game. Eagle Eye gone, calculated gone. Two-man
And
down
he's
on
still
two.
outside, mind you. He jumped out. He got there's a guy in bakery. Does he realize that he's being flanked right now? He needs to move out ahead. I mean, but the Ash not looking at her side. So is him. Both the way back. I mean, I have no idea what Nanny was thinking of when he decided to look away, but Lord Payne took him out, and now he gets taken out by Hellboy. Hellboy playing a very aggressive position by the pillars, but no skill drops off AMSD. He takes a lot of damage in doing so, but manages to take away Cypher as well, and defenders of Team Saw bring their round back, and that the equalizer, I guess. It's a 5-on-5. I mean, it's anyone's game, man. This has been nail-biter at this point. After the rehost, I mean, anyone's taking any kind of rounds.
Yep. Now it all comes down to the fact, let's see, which team manages to get to the lead first. That's what matters. Which team manages to stick it first. I mean, that's everything at this point.
Pulls up onto that match point, that also beloved 6th scoreline on the board.
Yep, that's what matters. Awesome says, in the end, it's this game which is so buggy. We love it so much that we can't stop playing. That is true, my man. I have been personally playing this game since I don't know, year 2 when Mira and Jackal came out. That was when Operation Velvet Shell was going on. And I think and I'm still here, man. I'm still playing this game. It's a buggy hell of a mess. Sometimes this game makes me rage to the point where no other game has managed to do. Accompanied with the fact that this game has seen some of the worst seasons I've seen in any game so far. Like, to be honest, Operation Health and Operation Ember Rise, these 2 seasons in particular, I hated these 2 seasons. Also, I think Burnt Horizon was one of the least favorite seasons. I didn't even play these seasons at all. Didn't enjoy the game at that point. But for everybody has different,
different
preferences.
opinions as to
different preferences.
But yeah,
definitely.
although there have been massive bug. I mean, but you also we go on ranting about the game, but we also conveniently forget to credit the game. Not only has this game given us so many fun times, but it also has brought us closer to so many people that we otherwise wouldn't have met. I mean, I really didn't know you before we used to play the game, right? But look at that. Now we are sitting together casting a game. Who thought that would have been possible?
I never thought I would be sitting here casting, actually freaking casting a game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it just goes to prove that it's at this point it's not really a game. It's just more about how the community takes this game forward, you know?
Yeah, and I'd say Siege has one of the best communities in the world, across the world. Like, no matter which country you are from, and I have seen Siege players, because the game has given you a hard time. The only reason you're here is because you love the game, and that is it. Other games, other communities are like, if the game is trash, you just let go, right? But this game has given you nothing, and the only reason is you are here is because you enjoy this game to the fullest, to the core. That's it. You're addicted to it. You like it. You love it. That's why you're here, and that's it, man. This is why the community is so strong. Toxic, hella toxic, but it's all good, man. Everybody enjoys
a lot of time being wasted right now. It's a minute 40 into the clock. AMSD gets dropped. That's their hard breacher gone. So is the Vigil dropped as well. But that's a Vigil. He really doesn't have any sort of utility to be playing on. And if you look at the scoreboard, dude, Virgil, AMSD was their sole hard breacher again, and he is the one getting dropped over and over again. Being the first pick, I mean, he shouldn't be the one getting picked first, but it's an equalizer with a minute 17 left on the clock. And Nanny's still up there taking away, bagging kills. The Jackal chasing away Nanny. Now, does he realize it? They're both looking at it, and it's all about a headshot, and that's the one that Nanny is going to land on Eagle Eye. No more trade tracking for the Jackal. That's it for the Jackal. That's it for him, you know. That's it for Eagle Eye. Nanny's still out on the flank. He's still playing in trains. I mean, it's a dangerous game at this point, but he still has a C4. I mean, he can fall back if he wants to, but he's wasting so much time on these attackers. You know, there's only 30 seconds left, and they really haven't really done much to begin with, and it's all left on the hands of Calculated. He's a nomad. He's not getting any walls off. All he can hope for is getting into sight and killing all the poor people.
And once again, I'd like to point out the fact that Nanny, exceptionally good on the Valkyrie, dude, has been efficient every single round. Look at that C4, came out of nowhere. Managed, this guy, absolute beast. What phenomenal execution on the Valkyrie, dude. Like, insane. Like, once again, the fact that Team Saw has managed to take the critical pick every time. Like, the trade was the ace for the Vigil, right? And like you said, Vigil has no utility for the team, and Ace has everything to bring into the game. Losing the Ace means no walls are going off, no hatches are going off, considering the fact that he was the only hard breacher left on the team, and he's gone means no more hard breaching for you. And then Valkyrie playing off, taking away Bane, taking away Eagle Eye, taking away Cypher. Calculated, dude, this guy killing it.
Nanny, it was Nanny.
Yep, this one guy destroying the other team right now.
I mean, the entire team just fell apart when Nanny just got all those 3 picks, you know. But I mean, that is what you want, right? You need those kind of strong players. You need those kind of aggressive players that can take picks, take the gunfights, and win those gunfights, or at least waste time. Nanny, by the end of that run, had wasted so much time, and he was still alive. That is what I was trying to point out throughout that run, because he had done his job as a roamer. He wasted so much time, and the side was basement, and it was kitchen. So they really had a lot of work to do. I mean, even if Nanny decided to fall back in those 40 seconds, the defenders would still have an advantage, and the attackers would still have a lot of work to do. But the fact that he decided to stay up, he decided to take those gunfights, and he decided that, nope, people will not be getting past me. Just goes to show that these guys are so confident in what they're doing.
You look at the kills, dude. Nanny is about to touch double digits already. But to be honest, the first game very, very one-sided, and Team Heat was underperforming. But right now, I want to just go ahead and say that Team Heat, kudos to these guys, man. Making this match as toe-to-toe as it can be. Playlove has disconnected, so it's a 5v4. Team Heat wanna take advantage of this right about now.
Yeah, but then again, Team Saw, they really need to put nail on the coffin, right? They really need to end this run right now for reasons that Team Saw know very well.
Once again, I think we already had a rehost call from Team Saw, right? So we're not gonna get another one. We're not gonna get another one. So Team Saw, you want to close this matchup really early. From their perspective, you wouldn't want to drag this out. You want to close this off as fast as possible. You want to be efficient with the 4 operators that you have on their team alive. And I'm pretty sure the one who disconnected is pretty much cursing himself right now, because, come on, match point and you want to disconnect?
I mean, that's not the kind of That's not the kind of connection you want, man. I mean,
Yep.
but I mean, I see people in the chat hyping the game up. I see people there. I mean, that's what you want to see, right? I see
Yep.
the 51 kill man
Yep.
gracing us with his presence in chat. I
Yep.
see Angry Yang and
Yep.
Waisomi. I mean, keep up the hype in chat, guys. It's so much fun to see you guys. I mean,
Yep.
especially the fact that we know you guys and the fact that you're
Oh,
out here
C4
supporting
very
us
close.
is so much more important.
Yep. C4 goes off very close from Hulky, but doesn't quite get the kill. Cresto no sets. Okay. Cresto no sets. Okay. And Angry Ang R6, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys supported us. Thank you so much. Speak of the devil, and there's a lot of hype for Nanny, dude. No skill, barely left with any HP. Can he manage? Team Heat want to take advantage of this round. This is match point. Team Saw going forward, or we're gonna go take this to overtime, dude.
I mean,
So
at
let's
this,
see
at
what
this
happens.
point, Team Heat has all the advantages they can ever wish for. They have 5 men. They
Yep.
have all of them in all full HP.
Yep.
And they have only 3 guys on the side of the defenders. But look at
Yep.
that, there's 30 seconds left on the clock. They really need to be pushing inside. They really need to be
Yep.
isolating their enemies right now. But
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that they won't be giving them the free picks they want to.
Yeah. You can see the orbit is working so close, and there's no skill taking away Eagle Eye. It's a 4v3. Lord Bane, though, does manage to take away no skill, but then no skill had no HP. Once again, Plant is going off as we speak, but AMSD is dead. So is Lord Bane. Plant has been denied. Danny with a triple. Oof, that's
Nanny
it.
with the triple,
That's
Hulky
it.
finishes it off, man. These guys
Oh
did not
my
even need a
God.
fifth. They said that they were in a hurry. They said that they were in a rush. They were not kidding, man. Look at them. Even with the man
Wow.
disadvantage, they were not fooling around, dude. They managed to get the
Wow.
kills that mattered. They got the plant denial, and he died right after. But that was his job to deny the plant, and he did just that. But the fact that the Mozzie was left roaming with such little HP, and he
Yep.
still managed to get so many things, so much done, is such an amazing play coming out from no skill.
No
I mean,
skill, yep.
at
I mean,
that point, you really don't want to be calling him no skill, because that name really doesn't do
did it.
any justice to him, you know?
Yep.
But
And
the
he did
way
it.
that they played out that round, and the Goyo was already gone as soon as the round started, you know?
Yep.
But would you look at that? They bought it back. They got the rounds in. They got the numbers in. Even with the numbers advantage, the team Heat just fell a bit short of getting it. And that's the first semifinal of the day, going on the sides of Team
Team
Saw
Saw, yep.
with a 2-0 map lead. That is beautiful.
Yep. And kudos to Team Heat for bringing it back so long. Like, it went to the full 12 round, right? So 13 rounds, right? So it's a great score line. I mean, it was a long game, fascinating, and it was on the first half of the game was complete equalizer after equalizer. It was amazing. It was a toe-to-toe game. We had a rehost as well, and to have gone this far into the entire tournament, thank you so much to Team Heat. Kudos to those guys. But Team Saw, man, breaking my expectation ceilings completely. Nanny with the triple kill, got AMST in the nick of time, stopped the diffuser. He couldn't put down the plan, even though they had the man advantage, and no skill with that white stare roam taking Bug down was so good. And then I think Nanny got a triple, right? He took away AMST.
Yeah, Nanny
So
got
many,
a
dude.
triple.
Absolute chaos.
I mean, that's what you want to see. They all, even with the 4 men that they had, they managed to waste so much time up top on the top floors that there
Yep.
was nothing that the attackers were able to do. There was 30 seconds on the clock. It was make it or break it. They had to stick the plant, and that's what they tried to do. But the flank
Yep.
from above, just stopping the plant down,
Unstoppable.
and then Hulky just getting the last kill. That
Yep.
and that was all Team Heat wrote. I mean, apparently, just for today, Team Heat wasn't really able to bring on their A game, but
Yep.
Team Saw, man, you have to commend them on the way that they played, the way they were so good at it. I mean, that just speaks volumes, right? I mean,
Yep.
that's the first team on to the finals. We still have another game for semifinals coming on tomorrow. That'll be
Tomorrow,
the
yep.
final decider as to who goes on to the grand finals, which will also be a best of 3. I mean, yeah, but then again, I guess that'll be it from our end. Don't forget, I mean, please share the stream. You guys, if you've been enjoying it so far, share the stream,
Yep.
like the stream. We
Yep.
had a goal of 300, I want to say, for
Yep.
today's stream, and I think we are still able to get it, but it all
Yep.
depends on you guys at
guys,
this
yep.
point.
And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. We have our first finalist, man. Saw is up there in the bracket, and you're gonna see they are already winners because both teams get rewarded regardless of who wins or loses. Doesn't matter. But we are yet to find out who's gonna be the opponents for Team Saw in the final bracket. So we have tomorrow's game lined up. I think it's Fermi Sports versus Spectre Gaming, right? It's
Yeah,
going to be epic. So make sure if you guys were here today, make sure you guys are here tomorrow in order to find out who goes on to the final brackets.
yeah,
And the day after, stick around. So we're gonna be the finals is gonna be the best game, and tomorrow's game is also gonna
yeah.
be
I
epic.
mean,
I'm
coming
expecting
out.
Ferm to
Yeah,
win.
coming up from all the 32 teams, these are the best teams.
Best ones. Yeah.
Team Saw has already proved that they are worthy finalists. They are worthy of being in that top two spot. You know, it all relies on who wins from Team Ferrum Esports and Team Spectre Gaming. Ferrum Esports have been so strong all throughout this tournament, dropping
Yep.
dropping in those 7-0s and 7-1s, you know. But it still remains to be seen how they perform tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do just as well as they did, if not better. But
Yep.
you know what? You're gonna have to stick around because we don't know how it's gonna turn out, and you don't know how it's gonna turn out. And the only way you can find out is by tuning in tomorrow at 5 p.m. sharp.
Yep, and hopefully we see a 3-map game tomorrow. We saw
Definitely.
no
Yeah.
clubhouse game today. Apparently, I'd like to apologize to everyone for that. I was hoping
Hoping
we'd see
that were,
map 3.
who was hoping for Clubhouse, yeah,
Yep.
the people that are hoping for Clubhouse. But I guess that'll be it from our casters end today.
Yep.
It's me, the Nerf, and that's my friend Virgil on the other end, signing off.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Fada, fada. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stands still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Fada, fada.
know what you